I feel like I should make an intro for this video because I didn't, as per usual, make an intro before I started making something. But I'm going to be making a squirrel feeder. The start of the video is January 25th when I started making this thing. It is now April. I haven't recorded any of the process. I'm rubbish at this vlogging, I'm making a squirrel feeder. I've glued this up because it's like crack in it down there. Very slight crack going down there. This is just an old piece of wood that's been in the garage for a very long time. I found it and I thought, oh, that's the perfect size for the squirrel feeder I want to make. So that's the back. Everything else will be attached to that. This is the base. And then these are the supports for the base. I actually cut these out on my bandsaw, which look perfect. So it goes like that. I've drilled a hole all the way through and I've countersunk it. So this screw will go in here, stick out in the middle of there, and then you can screw a corn cob onto it. And then the corn cob will be sat here. It's nothing particularly fancy, but I like squirrels. And we do get them occasionally in the garden trying to eat out the bird feeder. I've got a night vision security camera for nature. I'd love to catch squirrels eating corn cobs. Slightly inspired by Jess from Gone to the Snow Dogs, who has a little table for the squirrels and the chipmunks and they eat out of it. We have cats, quite a lot of cats around, so they like to be up high. So I can't really put anything down low because the squirrels wouldn't really want to eat from it. Ta-da! My countersink is really blunt. I don't know why. I end up having to use a hand countersunk, which is rusty. Somehow I did a better job. Yeah, it's not perfect. I need ways to clamp things to get them straight. I want a woodworking bench, but I haven't got anywhere for one. That was meant to be my woodworking bench until I realised I wanted a pegboard and wood clamps and all sorts of different things that I just don't have over there. I'm stuck using my pottery bench. But here's my squirrel feeder. So we put a corn cob on there. It looks like a very painful chair. Would not want to sit there, but it'll be fine once there's a corn cob on top and then the squirrels can eat it. I'm going to keep this brief because it's freezing out here. Put some holes into my squirrel feeder so that I can actually mount it on a fence post. Yeah, and then one down there so that it doesn't twist or anything. And I bought some new countersinks because mine were rubbish. So I'm going to countersink them in like these ones. It's so cold. Let's get some holes in this thing. I didn't bring a decent tripod out here, so your angle's going to be not the best. Okay, this is the best we can do for now. So this rubber is going out the back a bit. Yeah, it's like a good spot. It's next to the bird feeder. Stick it up here. I'm going to have to move it slightly over because I don't want it to go just through the crack in the posts. So put it there. I'm not too fussed about it being completely straight, but... Okay, I'm going to go get a corn cob and nature camera. I actually caught one squirrel on this before when it was on the washing line post and I was just recording the bird feeder. And the squirrel fell off the fence. There you go. Oh, I forgot to wax it. I've got some food safe chopping board wax. I'll come out and do that in a minute. I bet the pigeons just go and eat my sweet corn instead. Right, we'll turn this on. Okay, hopefully there's space on there. There should be. I don't have anywhere close there though. Pigeon up there in the palm tree. Yeah, that's pointed right at it. See if any squirrels come and eat it, or if it's just the pigeons. That's how cold it is. Solid. It's now April 5th. I made the bird feeder January 25th. I then added screw holes and actually put it on the fence in March. So now it is April 5th and I'm going to watch the footage and see if we caught anything. I don't have high hopes, to be honest. We haven't seen anything out in the garden, squirrel-wise. Plenty of pigeons, lots of little birds. Almost always a pigeon on the birdhouse feeder, that my mum stocks with seeds and things. My mum said she did see some nibbles to the sweet corn, but not a lot, and not a lot of damage done. And to be honest, I haven't been out there. I hadn't been out there at all after I put it up there. So it was today when I went out there, picked up the camera and took the SD card in just to have a look, and looked at the corn, and it looks all shriveled up. Like all the juice had been sucked out of it. Most of it is still there. So don't have high hopes. I do think we'll see pigeons, but I don't know if anything's actually eaten the corn cob. Oh, it's gonna be really loud. I'm gonna mute it. The first footage is me mounting the camera after I turned it on, so that's quite noisy. It's not a huge amount of footage, which is weird. I thought I had recorded myself applying the wax to the wood, but apparently I didn't because I don't have that footage. But after I'd put the corn cob on, I remembered that I hadn't waxed the wood to seal it from weather, so I went back out with my chopping board wax, which is food safe, took the corn off and then waxed the wood and then put the corn back on. So I'm just seeing myself doing that on the nature camera. Okay, so the first animal it's caught is of course a pigeon standing on top of the little house bird feeder. And then there's two of them in there. Not really a big surprise. No, neither of them are interested in my corn cob. Oh, very close to the camera. And then nothing. There's another pigeon. And there's a, I think that could be, or a jackdaw. I think it might be a jackdaw. Oh, it's a pigeon. It looks like he's eyeballing my corn, but he's still just stood on the roof. Yeah, he's not interested in my corn. It's sad. It's like a wood pigeon. Ooh. I can't believe it. I can't believe I got one. There are so many pigeons. There's a squirrel. I actually caught a squirrel. I have caught one eating my corn. I am so pleased. Yay! Oh, he's so cute. He's sort of hanging on the fence. He's eating upside down trying to hang onto the fence. I think I made the platform a bit too small for this chunky squirrel. He's struggling to sit on there and eat. He's having to hug the corn and eat from the other side. And he scurries along the fence and onto the birdhouse. The little birdhouse feeder thing. Yay! Oh no! The camera fell over. The very next clip, the camera's fallen over. That's so lucky. I'm going to check the timestamps on those clips. So the clip where it caught the squirrel was recorded on Friday the 7th of March at 4:48, and the camera records for 2-minute intervals. So from 4:48 to 4:50 it recorded the squirrel, and then the camera fell over at 4:51. The same day, 7th of March at 4:51. Literally 1 minute after it finished recording the squirrel, the camera flopped over sideways. If it had done that a minute earlier, I'd have missed him. That's crazy. That's so lucky. You can see these are in position, so you can see their fence. You can see the fence and the bird feeder in the same shot. So we've got all of these being activated by a pigeon landing on the bird feeder. But you can see something changes here. Basically, it fell over. I think the wind must have taken it, knocked it, and it fell over. So you can't even see, you can't see the bird feeder and you can't see the squirrel feeder. But the one shot before it falls over, so all of these pigeons, but this one, who's that? Who's that? It's a squirrel! I will add in the actual footage of that so you can see it properly. But if it happened a moment later when this happened, I wouldn't have been able to see it. I would have never have known that that squirrel nibbled on my corn. It does get stood back up. Oh, look at this! Somebody landed right on the other thing. There's a pigeon in the background there. I don't know if you can see the squirrel in the thumbnail, but that is the footage. 4:48. Right there. was when it started recording, and then 4:51 was when the camera fell over. So close to me missing it. I would have been devastated. Well, I wouldn't have been because I wouldn't have known, but now knowing, I would have been devastated if I'd missed it. And looking at the rest of the footage, there's no other squirrels captured. My mum picks up the camera and sorts it out so that it's pointing in the right direction again. There's no more squirrels, so my one chance at catching a squirrel was almost lost by the camera falling over. I'm looking at it out the window. It's still stood up now. I put the SD card back in after copying the footage over so that it could carry on going, and put a fresh corn cob on the squirrel feeder. Yeah, the one opportunity I had to catch a squirrel, and I got it, and I could have easily lost it because the camera fell over. That's crazy. I will play the videos for you so that you can enjoy the squirrel and all the birds. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.